The Miami Heat are heading to the 2023 NBA playoffs, and if I'm being totally honest, I'm not going to say I was completely rooting for the Heat in that game, but regardless, we got the win, and we'll be playing the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the playoffs. But in this game versus the Bulls, Jimmy Butler, one of our leaders in scoring with 31 points, really came up clutch, especially in the second half when we needed him most. Bam Adebayo, 8 points, 1 for 9 from the field, but came up clutch with 17 rebounds. That was basically the whole reason we lost the Hawks game, so glad to see him doing it here at least, because I know he's probably not going to get 17 rebounds in any game versus the Bucks. Hero had 12 points. He struggled for majority of the game, but the real MVP for the Miami Heat tonight, Max Strus, 31 points, including 7 threes. It was really his night. And on the Bulls side, DeMar DeRozan, 26 points, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, each with 16. But just a fun game. The Heat came out strong. The Bulls came back. It was going back and forth in the throughout the whole game, especially coming up in the fourth quarter. But like I said before, I wasn't completely rooting for the Heat. If we won the game, I'd be obviously happy we made the playoffs. I'm not going to be sad about that. But if we lost, I wouldn't really take it that harshly. Because I was honestly one of those people that just wanted to get the offseason started early, at least have some type of excitement watching the lottery at some point in the next couple weeks. And I mean, at this point, it's been such a disappointing season, going from the 1 seed to the 7 seed this year and actually ending up as the 8 seed. I just wanted to put an end to it, but they ended up making it harder on themselves because now we have to go against the Bucks in the first round. I'll talk about that in a bit. But first of all, with the Heat in this game versus the Bulls, only ran an 8-man rotation. Coming off, of course, starting was Vincent, Hero, Strus, Jimmy, and Bam. And off the bench was Kevin Love, Caleb Martin, and Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry once again hurt his knee. I think at some point in the third quarter, I'm pretty sure. We know he had that huge game against the Hawks just on Tuesday night, I think it was, 33 points or something like that. That was his best game in a Heat uniform. Heat fans have been waiting for that since we signed him on, I think it was August 2nd was the exact date of 2021. And, of course, the next game he's going to hurt his knee. He only played 11 minutes. I think, like I said, I think it was some point in the third quarter, but he did say that he'll be fine for game 1. So we'll see if he can be back by game 3 or 4 is what I'm expecting because, I mean, who knows at this point? If we can get him back for game 1, great. Who knows if that's even going to be a positive impact? Because Kyle Lowry, most of the time what we see here is that he either does this where he either gets injured during a game or he drops 0 points on 0 for 7 shooting, or he does what he did in the Hawks game where he has 30 points. But obviously those 30-point games are not very often, maybe once in every half a season. So we'll see what Kyle Lowry can do if he even plays on for game 1 on Sunday. But the Heat are keeping it short. Eric Spoelstra only running an 8-man rotation, and basically in the second half with Kyle Lowry injured, only ran a 7-man rotation. Gabe Vincent had like 0 points, I'm pretty sure, today. Couldn't really get anything going. Didn't even shoot that much. I think the closing lineup was Hero, Strus, Bam, Caleb Martin, and Jimmy Butler, if I remember correctly. But the Heat were able to get it done no matter what, and we'll see if Eric Spoelstra keeps that 8-man rotation that short, especially, like I said, with Kyle Lowry not even playing that much. We'll see what happens. Maybe Victor Oladipo gets some minutes. Maybe Duncan to space the floor a bit more for Jimmy, but I'm really getting 2021 first-round vibes right now. And if you don't remember that was when the Heat were wearing their gold jerseys, those ugly jerseys. We got swept by the Bucks. Bryn Forbes outscored Jimmy Butler in that whole series. And it's just something that we all want to forget about. So we'll see what happens with that. It's just that the Heat are a team that the whole season has a good defense, but a not so great offense. And now this not so great offense is going against Drew Holiday, who's first team all defensive, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who we know is Giannis. He's Giannis. He's an MVP finalist this year, and Brook Lopez, who's a Defensive Player of the Year finalist. So, it's only those 3 guys we have to get past, and then of course new additions with Jay Crowder, Joe Ingles, and who else not. So, hey, we'll see what the Heat can do. Game 1, like I said, is Sunday at 5:30 p.m. I think on TNT, but Who knows? Who cares? And we'll see what happens. I might make a preview for this series. I don't even know. If I don't though, my prediction for this one, I'm gonna have my playoff predictions coming out in the next couple hours actually, but I'm taking the Bucks in 5. I think I think Jimmy Butler's gonna have one of his games. You know, Jimmy Butler's gonna be Jimmy Butler. It'll probably be in like game 1 or 2, probably early in the series. It's gonna be either game 1 or game like 4, where they're about to sweep us and we let them gentlemen sweep us. But regardless, I'm taking the Bucks in 5. I really don't think we have a chance. That's just why I wanted to get the offseason started early, because then we have to think that we have a chance against the Bucks, even though we really don't, and we let ourselves get depressed over the playoff series loss. But we'll see what happens. The Heat advance into the playoffs. Game 1 is Sunday. We play the Bucks in the first round. Maybe we can be the first 8 seed to be the 1 seed since the Warriors, but we can keep our hopes up. It's the most we can do. Either way, that'll wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace.